Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is 9:10 in the morning. Today's Monday, October 30th. I read some headlines that the markets were going to do bad this morning, but they're doing okay. So I'll post a screenshot of the widget that I checked this morning, and we're going to log in right now and see how we're doing. All right. Okay, so we're up about 5, it looks like. We got Apple calls doing really well because they're up like $2 per share. So that is really good. Ooh, the blockchain is starting to go back up. And then we got AMD, General Motors, Home Depot not doing very well. But let's click the dollar sign here. All right, we're up about 4,300. So I'll take it, dude. I'll take that any day of the week. Hopefully this can keep up and we can have a good day today. I have to do some yard work. We got a guy coming to look at. We had like a chipmunk freaking trying to get into our house the other day, so we have like a pest control guy coming. And then I got a tutor, but yeah, we'll see what happens when the market closes today. All right, see you later. Okay, so I was just about to go downstairs to go outside and work on the yard, and I hit refresh, and it just jumped up $6,000. This is an all-time high. Oh my gosh, come on, baby. I'm gonna hit refresh here because I didn't click refresh yet. I want to see who just jumped. Oh, looks like OLED just jumped up to the top. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, no. Oh, that's the 120 call. Okay, so I'm thinking the reason we're up so much with that one is because from what I'm learning, and I'll double check this, but I also recommend you looking this up yourself. Options that are already in the money, like this one is 120, is well into the money because OLED stock is, let's see where it is. Let me hit refresh here. Yeah, it's at 139, so we're well into the money. Apparently the oh shoot, what's the freaking Greek letter? Is it delta? I think the delta is higher for options that are already in the money, meaning for every dollar that OLED stock goes up in price, its option will go up higher than an option that's not in the money or closer to not being in the money. So I will put a link in the description below for a little discussion on that, or like an article you can read that explains that. Again, I personally don't like obsess over those numbers. I just pick stocks that I think are going to go up, and I go out of the money first because they're more affordable that way, and then I just wait for them to go in the money. But there are some benefits, I'm sure, and I'm reading up on this right now, but I'm sure there are benefits to looking at the Greeks and all that stuff. But yeah, so I believe that's why this is our call that's making the most money. I'm sure there'll be people in the comments who know more about this, so if you want to confirm, please comment below. That'd be awesome, and thank you so much. But yeah, I think that's why this one is doing the best. And here are our other ones. You can see the 150 is doing the worst, and 125 is doing better, and then 120 is doing the best. So that seems to support that notion. Oh, and then we got one that's 145, which kind of, I guess, is going against that pattern a little bit, but still, this one's by far doing the best. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I gotta go get some work done though. What's up, guys? We're back. It's kind of late. It's about 10 o'clock, so let's just see how we did. Okay, so we did pretty well today. We were up like about almost 10 grand, like 162 at one point, but then we dropped down. So we finished the day up about 6 grand, which is totally awesome. And so let's just go scroll down and see who our winners were. Universal Display, all 4 of our calls, 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 of them finished up today. And our biggest one was this 120 strike with the January 19th expiration, which is really close. I'm doing my experiment to see if I make a better return buying calls out of the money versus in the money, because according to Investopedia, if you buy calls out of the money, you get a higher return once you go in the money than buying a call that's already in the money. So I'm kind of hoping that Universal Display can go up to 145 before January 19th, because then I'll have my data to make my conclusion. But I don't want to wait too long. So if it doesn't hit 145 after they report earnings next month, I'm going to have to just take my profits and try it again another time. But anyways, Alibaba, I mean, you can see here Apple had a really good day as well. 2 calls, almost like 130, 125. So really good with them. And you can see the rest. Even BlackBerry did pretty well. Okay, so let's go down here. Our losers. Google, Tesla, Home Depot. Yeah, General Motors. Not a great day. Not a great day for those guys. AMD was actually downgraded today, so that sucks. Either today or yesterday. So that's a huge bummer for them. But let's look at the watch list. Man, Nintendo, all-time highs, it looks like. That is just insane. Very good for them. Their Switch has been selling really well, so that's why they're up. And Apple's on the first page. We got GoPro, BlackBerry, Universal Display, Micron. A lot of companies we're into. Activision, Take-Two, Square, Stamp. I don't know. I think are we in Stamps.com? I can't remember. I really wanted to be. Oh yes, we are. We got one call with them, so that's cool. Awesome. So we did very well today. Lots of good. A lot of our stocks were on the first page. That's always a really good sign. Okay, then Amazon is just on fire. I don't know what to say about them. I don't even know what's going on. Albemarle doing good also. So I don't want this to drag on. So I'm going to keep scrolling through here so we can talk about some interesting news that happened today. All right, so that is the last page of the watch list. All right, so I wrote some notes here, so I'm going to pull it up. Okay, so the Universal Display, they just finished a $15 million investment in this Pittsburgh something, PPGs they call it. I don't know what the company is. I don't really know, but I'll put a link to the article anyways. But anyways, they have a Ohio manufacturing facility, and Universal Display invested $15 million. They just finished that up. And this investment will double their production capacity for their proprietary universal phosphorescent OLED phosphorescent emitters, which will add, and it will also add 20 positions at the facility. I can't talk. I'm sorry. It will also add 20 positions at the facility. So they're going to add some more jobs. They're going to double the commercial production capacity for that stuff, which is amazing. Very good news for that. I was really excited about that. And with Alibaba, they had a really good day today. I forgot to mention that, but you could see their percentage was really high today for our positions. But their co-founder Joseph Tsai bought 49% stake of the Brooklyn Nets NBA team for $1.13 billion, which is valuing the team at $2.3 billion, which is a record valuation for an NBA team. He bought it from the Russian oligarch Mikhail Prokhorov. I don't really know who that is, obviously, but doesn't include the stadium that they play in, but he will have the option to purchase a majority stake in 4 years. So he could have controlling stake of that whole NBA franchise team in 4 years if he decides to do that. I'm not sure why Alibaba is doing this, but they probably see a lot of profit potential, I guess, obviously. But I just thought that was very interesting. Another thing I saw interesting with Netflix, you probably have heard by now all that controversy with Kevin Spacey. He just came out as being gay, and he also was accused of making advances towards a younger person. And so, very controversial. And Netflix actually is ending House of Cards because of that. So that's a really sad piece of news. But I don't think it's gonna hurt Netflix overall because Netflix has a ton of stuff going for them. And then what else do we? Oh, Apple. So with Apple, lots of stuff going on with Apple, but they did really well today. They're reporting earnings this week. iPhone 10 sales, the pre-orders sold out in minutes, so that's really good. Everyone's excited about that. I did read an article about how expensive it's going to be to replace an iPhone 10. If you drop it and break the front and the back, for example, you're looking at like over $800 in repairs. It's just insane. So if you are getting the iPhone 10, you gotta get a case. Yeah, definitely gotta get a case for that because you do not want to break that phone. I've always used cases for my phone, so I've never cracked a screen before, but I can only imagine how much of a pain in the butt it is to do that. So yeah, that's all the news, and I didn't really read anything else. Tesla, Facebook, and Apple are reporting earnings this week. Apple on Thursday, Facebook and Tesla after Halloween tomorrow, and so this week could either end really good or really bad for us. So I'm really crossing my fingers, knocking on wood that Facebook and Apple have at least decent. I really don't know about Apple and Tesla though because, well, Tesla doesn't matter about their earnings. It just really matters if their Model 3 production can be, back on track. So a lot of risk with that one. Facebook, they're usually pretty solid performers on earnings, but again, knock on wood, I hope they can pull it off again. And then Apple, there's just a lot going on with Apple. A lot of ifs, a lot of risky things going on and there's just so much in the news. They're even designing. Word on the street is they're designing their next phones to not use the Qualcomm chips because they're really pissed at them. They're suing them right now, and they're in a big lawsuit with them. And even though Qualcomm has the best modem chips, there's just so much going on. It's just so much drama, and so I'm really not feeling great about this week. But I'm hoping that I'm wrong, and I'm hoping that the earnings are good, and we can keep this momentum going. So with that said, hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys tomorrow.